would you like to be able to reduce inflammation, increase energy, and optimize gut health with hydrogen water? Dr. Paul Barattiero is a pioneering advocate for molecular hydrogen therapy with over 2 decades of experience in the health and wellness industry. And as the founder of Echo Water, he has also held C-level executive positions at prominent wellness companies. And his career is marked by a commitment to advancing the benefits of hydrogen therapy and holistic health solutions. Dr. Paul, I'm so excited to have you here and to talk about the impact of hydrogen water. Now, I've seen so many people talk about hydrogen water and its benefits. So tell us yourself about the power of hydrogen water to reduce inflammation, increase energy, and optimize gut health. Heal Podcast with Lily Patrascu shares longevity and anti-aging techniques to stay young forever, increase energy, overcome addiction, and live your longest, best life ever, shared by world's most innovative, alternative, and traditional health thought leaders, healers, and doctors. Discover quantum healing strategies to heal your mind, body, and soul.
Well, thank you so much. It's an honor to be with you. And hydrogen's primary role in the body is to manage oxidation and inflammation. So if we really understand what is going on, the body was designed, our bodies are designed to produce hydrogen gas. So what stops that process and allows disease to form in the body is gut dysfunction. So when we have disturbance in our gut or gut dysfunction, we lose the ability to produce hydrogen the way we're supposed to. We also will lose immune function. 70% of immune function is tied to the bacteria in the gut. So when we have gut issues, then we don't produce hydrogen. When we don't produce hydrogen, we can't create stomach acid. We can't digest food properly. We don't have our brain functioning properly. We don't have energy and mitochondrial function like we're supposed to. There are many, many issues in the body that come from a result of lacking hydrogen. So 20 years ago, when my wife was sick and not doing well, I was able to help her. And as a result, Echo Water is the result of me helping my queen and love of my life.
Thank you. So tell us more about how many thousands of people have already used hydrogen water in order to reduce inflammation and increase energy and optimize gut health, and what results have they been able to achieve through that?
So it's millions of people now, and what they're able to accomplish is typically within an hour of drinking Echo Water with hydrogen in it, your gut is going to start to be reestablished. The terrain and the biome will be reestablished within an hour of drinking the water. And within 2 weeks of drinking Echo Water, because of the hydrogen gas in it, you're going to have gluten and dairy intolerance greatly reduced or gone. So you won't have the gluten and dairy intolerance. People won't have issues with having to be on a mono diet or having to eat only certain types of food. So these are the first effects that happen. Better sleep the first night. People typically say that they have far better sleep the very first night. So what people need to understand is that when your body is lacking hydrogen, many of the systems in your body are not functioning properly. And so once you get hydrogen into your body again, all these systems are like, oh, thank goodness we have hydrogen again. Now hydrogen can start modulating. We need to understand that hydrogen is a selective antioxidant. It only reacts with the cell-damaging or cytotoxic oxygen radicals in the human body, particularly in the mitochondrial respiratory chain, for example, where people have a hard time producing sufficient energy. With hydrogen, you don't have hydroxyl radicals being formed like they were before, and so you have more energy. You don't have fatigue in the afternoons. Also, people with ADHD or other neurologic issues can be helped just having hydrogen, because once hydrogen gas hits your stomach, it'll signal gastric ghrelin to go to the hippocampus, the hypothalamus, and the brainstem.
Thank you. Tell us about hydrogen water on the impact of longevity or general well-being of millions of people that you've already helped.
Yeah, hydrogen is supposed to be in our body. That's what allows us to manage oxidation and inflammation so that we don't age too rapidly. We want to age gracefully, right? We don't expect to live looking like we're 20 forever, but we can definitely live like we're and look like we're 20 longer, right? So the bottom line in all of this is we want to age gracefully. And the way to do that is to not have oxidative stress. Oxidative stress starts to damage our cellular function, and then we end up with inflammation and brain issues, heart issues, cholesterol issues, diabetes. We start having neurologic issues, cancer, all kinds of things because of oxidative stress and inflammation. That's what causes disease. So again, our bodies are supposed to produce hydrogen, and that would stop oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. But because of gut dysfunction, we end up having disease models. So having hydrogen water back in your life so that you get hydrogen gas, and that's what's critical, is we're using water as a delivery vehicle for hydrogen gas. But the important part is that we're getting the H2 gas into our body because that's going to modulate all the pathways. It's going to increase the telomeres. People that understand proper aging know that the length of a telomere off the DNA strand is very important to help us understand if we're aging appropriately or not. And so when you're having hydrogen, the length of telomeres will increase, showing you that you're aging better and anti-aging is occurring. Now, coincidentally, with a cancer cell, hydrogen will shorten the telomere, which is exactly what you would want happening. But there are many ways to know that hydrogen is helping you. And we also need to understand that hydrogen is natural to the body. It's supposed to be there, that we start to have problems when we don't have hydrogen. And so getting hydrogen back into our life is going to increase longevity. It is going to improve our gut function, and it is going to increase immune function. All of these things are critical to proper aging.
Thank you. I suffered for 10 years with sore throat, cough, and migraine. And I'm wondering, for people like me that have suffered with these kind of conditions, for a while, I actually suspected that gut health was the cause of like affecting the sore throat and also perhaps leading to acid reflux. Tell us more about how hydrogen water could impact conditions like mine, such as sore throat, cough,
Sure.
migraine.
So let's start with sore throat. Sore throat is because your tonsils are the first step of your immune function. Typically, people have gut dysfunction, and so they are operating, let's say for round numbers, 25-30% immune function. So your body's going to detect that there's an invasion, but it may not be able to fight it off completely. Hydrogen can increase immune function because it's bolstering your gut bacteria. And the bacteria in the gut are 70% of immune function in the body. So yes, having your immune function increase could have helped your sore throat not be so long. It could actually empower your body to fight off invasion much, much faster. When it comes to migraines are interesting because it can be from a number of things. It could be that your neck is out of alignment, your back's out of alignment. It could be that you're dehydrated. It could be a number of things. Migraines can come from all kinds of things. But I will tell you that the hydrogen water, like Echo water, will hydrate people better and can prevent migraines. Some people also get migraines because their brain is having to overwork to process information, and that's going to cause fatigue, and it can cause headaches as well. So dehydration, overactive brain function, and it could be a structural issue where we have nerves and we have, different things that are going on. And so you have to get to the bottom of why you have those migraines. But once you're taking hydrogen water, it may go away. And so that's a good thing to do. I always tell doctors make sure and give someone hydrogen water and then see what's left after they're drinking the water. As far as, any other issue that you're talking about, we talked about the throat issue, we talked about migraines. What other issues were you experiencing?
Cough.
Cough. That's to do with the immune function. Your body's, you could have phlegm or you could have something going on in your throat, which could be with having inflammation in your tonsils, or who knows, right? Your tonsils could be irritating your throat, or it could just be that there's a battle going on in your throat, and so you're going to be coughing. Yeah.
Thank you. Tell us about the impact of drinking hydrogen water on parasites in your gut.
So I don't know that there's a direct relationship to hydrogen and parasites. However, as hydrogen increases immune function, your body is going to protect itself from parasites before they get established. And so having the terrain of the gut, having your immune function, that's where you're going to have protection from parasites. Because if your immune function is high, your body will be able to fight parasites off better.
Thank you. Tell us about the impact of drinking hydrogen water on acne.
So sometimes you have what's called cystic acne, and you can cure that with a UVB light bulb. There's a company, Luminova, that has a UVB light that can help with psoriasis and eczema and that, whatever. But I would tell you, a lot of times acne is your pancreatic system, your liver, your kidneys have inflammation, and so they're not eliminating toxins appropriately. So in other words, the elimination pathways are not working properly. And so the only last place for toxins to come out is in your skin. And so you can have acne because of that. So I would recommend people that have acne drink Echo water with hydrogen in it. This is the greatest thing you could do for your body, because it will lower the inflammation in your kidney and your liver and allow your pathways, your elimination pathways, to work properly. I have so many people that had acne and they no longer do, because of the fact that they're drinking hydrogen water, appropriate hydrogen water. The other thing I would do for a health hack is on echowater.com, you have a product called the Echo Clean. It is a hypochlorous acid water maker, so it converts regular water into hypochlorous acid. You could spray that on your skin with psoriasis, eczema, acne. If you have dry eyes, spray it in your eyes. It's going to be a tremendous help.
Thank you. What about leveraging hydrogen water externally? Does it have any sort of impact aside from the hypochlorous water that you mentioned?
Well, yes, because hypochlorous has hydrogen, but it's not really hydrogen water. If you take a bath in hydrogen water, or if you were to spray hydrogen water on your skin, the hydrogen gas will stimulate collagen, especially if you're in a bath. And we make a bath unit where you can convert your bath water into hydrogen water, and therefore you'll have differences in your skin. One bath, literally, you get in one time and you look at your skin and it will look completely different. And you have aesthetics difference. You also have collagen, so your skin is softer and more supple. And so that is a huge benefit.
Thank you. Please compare for us Echo water, hydrogen water, versus other types of hydrogen water apparatus or bottles that are on the market, versus drinking, for example, tap water or bottled water.
So tap water is going to have no hydrogen gas. Bottled water is going to have no hydrogen gas. You can find hydrogen water naturally in nature in many countries. They typically will have one or two places you can go to get what they call healing water, like Lourdes, France, Mount Fuji in Japan. India has several rivers. Here in the US, we have several. Germany, in the mountains, you have water. So there is naturally occurring hydrogen water in the world. But it's a lot more convenient to just make it in your home, clearly, than having to hike to the top of the mountain. So what I would say is that you do have naturally occurring hydrogen water, but you can get it more convenient in your home. Comparing it to other types of water, again, tap water, bottled water, not going to have hydrogen gas. And most of the products on the market that are marketing their product as hydrogen are scamming people, unfortunately. 99%. And I know that's a big number for people to take in. 99% of the products on the market, the bottles, the products that are saying they are hydrogen producing, it's not true. And how do we know it's not true? The only way to know that you're buying a product that's actually been verified to produce hydrogen is to make sure that whatever product you're buying has been certified to IHSA standards. IHSA stands for International Hydrogen Standards Association. It is out of Japan. Dr. Shige Ota created this organization. And what the standard is that any device that is claiming to make hydrogen water has to be able to use distilled water as the source water and still dissolve at least half a part per million of hydrogen gas. All of these scam products would not pass that test. And so whenever you're going to buy a bottle that is claiming, or a product that's claiming to be hydrogen, you need to make sure that you have IHSA standards met. And all of my products that I developed, all of Echo branded products, Echo was the first company that was certified to IHSA standards, all products in our product category. And still to this day, all of our products not only meet the standard, but at minimum triple the standard. So where it says you have to have at least a half a part per million, our minimum products are 1.5 parts per million. Our Echo Flask, which is a rechargeable product that makes 12 ounces of water, that's going to be 6 to 8 parts per million. So you're talking about 12 to 18 times more hydrogen than what that minimum standard is. So this is the difference of Echo and other products. All these other bottles that are $50, $60, $100, $150, they're not true hydrogen products. They're not going to be able to meet that standard of half a part per million with distilled water. And so people are being scammed. And it makes me very sad.
Thank you. Tell us where entrepreneurs can connect with you and buy this hydrogen water that seems to be like a very important product for people to have in their home to reduce inflammation, increase energy, and optimize gut health.
Oh, thank you. So our main website is echowater.com, ECHO, and then water.com. So that's a good place to go to look at products. If people want to do research, I've created a website called hydrogenstudies.com. So just the word hydrogen and then studies with an S.com. There's thousands of studies there you can review. You can search by subject, by organ, by disease model, whatever you want to look up. So you can do your own research there. When it comes to social medias, if you go to Echo Hydrogen on Instagram, or, we're on Facebook and other places, if you want to, go there and see the content. But there's plenty of places to connect with us as a company and be able to understand all the benefits that you will receive.
Thank you. Follow me for more interviews with world's most innovative health change makers to live your healthiest life ever.